Mason Taylor remains unsigned as training camp is right around the corner. Sauce Gardner locked down long term. Garrett Wilson locked down long term. And the next piece of the puzzle is signing the final player of the 2025 draft class. Let's talk about the latest news you need to know about your New York Jets as training camp begins next week. Welcome on in, everybody. My name is Richie Malora, your host here of Jets Media. I am super excited to talk things Jets right here, live on YouTube, live on X, live across so many different platforms. So welcome on in, everybody. Do me a favor, hit that like button. If you did not already, on your way in, subscribe to the channel as we are inching close 28,000 subscribers, man. Can we get to that goal before the start of the season? That's up to you guys. That is up to you guys, all right? So let's get straight into business. Rubber Duck immediately says, what? I was so excited for Mason Taylor. Don't panic. Don't you guys panic on the Mason Taylor front. So if you are unaware of what's going on with the Mason Taylor situation, the first thing I want to say is please do not panic. Okay, this is not something to be worried about, but it's something that needs to be talked about because it's still a thing. And the reason why there's nothing to panic, no reason to panic, is simply for this reason and this reason alone. This is an NFL-wide problem. This is not a Jets problem. Okay, and I will add to what exactly that means, right? So as you guys know, there's many second-round picks that have yet to sign their extensions, or excuse me, not extensions, just their contracts in general. Mason Taylor is one of them. And there's some type of things going on. Now, the positive news is, I believe a second-round pick just signed this morning. So I'm expecting the Jets to get this deal done with Mason Taylor by next week, right before training camp begins. Ever since the Houston Texans handed out a fully guaranteed contract to their second-round pick, that started a lot of holdouts throughout the NFL for the second-round pick stake of things. So that's why he has not been signed. I don't think there's going to be a holdout. I absolutely do not. But it's definitely something that we need to talk about because the players are trying to get some leverage here, right? The players are trying to get some leverage, and that's really what it comes down to. The fully guaranteed contract, I think, is pretty ridiculous. Like, there's a lot of holdouts happening. Jaden Higgins got a fully guaranteed contract, first time in NFL history. Like, that's why this is an issue. And I don't know if Mason Taylor and his camp are trying to negotiate a fully guaranteed contract or not, but he still remains unsigned, and that's the latest thing that Jets fans are waiting for. And when it does happen, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great thing. And I got a lot of high expectations for Mason Taylor this year, man. Out of all the rookies, I think he is the one that I feel the most comfortable with going into this season. Armand Membu, of course, first-round pick, is definitely excited. But hey, Mason Taylor, I'm excited for. Lucia says, has any second-rounders signed yet? Yes, there has been some second-rounders. I think there's like 3 or 4 out of the entire second round. So definitely not a time to panic, but it is something that we need to talk about. It's the next thing that Jets fans will be waiting for. Jacob B comes in with a super chat, the first super chat of the show. Jacob, cannot thank you enough for the kind super chat. He says, Richie, what's your Jets record this year? Great question. I wish I can guess this properly, but I'm going to have to say 7 or 8 wins because I'm definitely not going to go into the season with high expectations. My expectations are tamed. I mean, 5 or 6 wins is there as a possibility. Everything's unknown. Everything's uncertain. No one knows what the Jets are going to be. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, dude, I got the Jets winning 9 games or 10 games. We're going to the playoffs. Like, no, I'm not delusional. All right? I understand the reality of the New York Jets. So that's where I'm at. Okay? 6, 7, 8 wins is the range. I would be very happy if it's anything more than that. All right? So hit that thumbs up button. On your way into the show, guys, as we're talking all things Jets. Cannot thank you enough for all tuning on into the show. Now, I wanted to remind you guys about an event that's going on this year. Now, I have not brought this specific event up to anybody yet because it's not Jets Media Day. You guys know all about Jets Media Day, but there's another event that I'm a part of that's actually in 2 weeks from now. And if you are a New York Mets fan, you're going to want to hear about this. I collaborated with a great friend of mine, Mr. Wardy NYM. All right, Wardy NYM is hosting an event, and I collaborated with him, and I helped him run this event right? I'm someone that is very, very close with Tyler. And if you guys want to come through, we're doing a Mets event this year. Mets fans, right? I know we got some Mets fans in the chat. If you want to come through, Wardy Day 2025 is happening. We're seated in a left field lounge, a premium section of the Citi Field in left field, right? It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys want to come through, the tickets right now are in the description of this video, and I'll put them in the chat if you guys are interested in coming. This is for Mets fans, of course. If you're a Yankees fan, I don't expect you to have any interest in this, but it's going to be great. Your ticket comes with on-field access. We're going to take a group photo. It comes with an $18 drink voucher, so basically that means you get $18 towards a drink of your choice at the bar, and you get prime seating. I will be there, of course. It's also fireworks night, which is going to be great. So when the game's done, you get to sit and watch fireworks. It's against the San Francisco Giants, and it's also the day after the trade deadline of baseball. So like the Mets could make a massive trade, and we can see the debut of that player that night together. So if there's any Mets fans that are interested in coming through, very limited tickets are remaining. 15 tickets to be exact. So if you guys want to come through, folks, link is in the description and in the chat. If you are a Mets fan thinking to come to a game, and come with me. Rubber Duck, you coming through or what? I know you're a big Mets fan. So pull up. Pull up, man. Pull up. So let's talk more things about these New York Jets, because what this Jets team is doing. Actually, as I'm talking about the Jets, I'm looking up. I got ESPN on my TV, and we see Aaron Rodgers will get more wins than Justin Fields. They're doing a whole debate. Who will get more wins, Aaron Rodgers or Justin Fields? Well, everyone's probably going to pick Aaron Rodgers in that situation because of the Steelers. I'm focusing on week 1. I'm not really worried about who's going to win more games between the Steelers and the Jets. But, man, there's going to be so many eyes on this New York Jets football team. And after the Jets committed to both Sauce and Garrett Wilson long term, that's going to set up the future of this team. But what is it going to look like this year? And, Aaron Rodgers probably going to get more wins. I'm not that blind. All right, I'm not that blind. But you never know. You absolutely never know. Because there's a new era of Jets football that we have yet to see. And it's all going to start next week at training camp, man. Who is going to training camp this year? Let me know in the chat right now who is going to training camp. Who will be there? I will be there, and I'm excited for it because I'm going to be making as much content as I possibly can for you guys. All right? It's going to be a lot of fun because this New York Jets football team is all coming together for training camp next week as I'm frozen. No, we hate when I freeze. Freeze Richie. Not what we like to see. Hold on one sec, folks. As I unplug my camera and I plug it back in, that is important to make sure my camera is plugged in properly so I don't freeze when I'm live. The good thing is I know you guys can still hear me. All right? People are saying that your feed broke. What do you mean by that? Mean I broke? I paused? Is that what you're talking about? But at the end of the day, I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat. I also want to open this up for some callers and just talk things Jets because things are about to ramp up next week, man. Next week is where everything starts for this Jets football team. That's when we're going to see this team come together. The rookies are going to come back. Mason Taylor will be signed. I'm not worried about it. And neither should you, Jets fans. Neither should you. You should not worry about it, man. Glenn says they were able to commit money to Sauce and Garrett because Jets expecting to have a rookie QB next year or year after. No, that's not what they're expecting. Obviously, that's an option, but they're not expecting that. They're going into the season hopeful that Justin Fields is the guy as a coaching staff, but obviously all options are on the table. J-Boy says, making of a bust, can't even sign the effing contract. Sad, sad, sad. So you're telling me, J-Boy, every single second-round pick in the NFL are going to be busts because they haven't signed a contract? Come on. Get your emotions out of this, my boy. All love. All love, J-Boy. I need a car. I wish I can go to training camp, but everything is in Jersey. I know the commute to Jersey is not ideal for from Long Island like myself. It's going to be a long journey. That's for sure. Long journey. JD asks, how many wins would it take for them to pass on a first-round quarterback next year? I think we need to take one no matter what. I mean, it also comes down to what does Justin Fields do? Is he translating to the losses? What does he look like, right? That's something that you got to keep in mind when it comes to that, right? there's a lot more to evaluate this season than just wins in terms of what they're going to do at quarterback moving forward. That's how I look at it, right? That's how I look at it. We are excited to watch your awesome Jets content for the first time with a winning team. Wow. It's crazy when you put it like that because I don't have any experience doing anything. Covering a winning football team. We had a little sliver of like early success a few years ago when the Jets were 5-2. And I felt like I was the king of the world. Jets are 5-2. We just beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Remember that? Remember that? We beat the Bills. Remember that? We felt like we were dogs. Yeah, not the case. Joseph Dion, my boy, is on X saying Lions did a similar thing to AG, extended Romeo and Frank without money, LOL. If Sauce and Wilson are dogs, you keep them. Set the tone early. Love that. Joseph Dion is a Detroit Lions savant, so he knows AG more than anybody else. And he's still salty. Like, I could tell, like, Joseph Dion is envy of the Jets because we are about to be the AFC Lions, but better. You know, like, we have a better roster now than when Aaron Glenn came to the Lions, and Aaron Glenn's going to be better than Dan Campbell. I'll see you in the Super Bowl. All right, let me joke in peace, guys. I can feel everybody cringing watching me saying these things. It's a joke. Don't read into it too much. All right. Damian says that he asked ChatGPT to predict the Jets' schedule next season, and it said 10-7, first-round playoff win, eliminated in the next round. All right. ChatGPT knows everything. We're going to the playoffs, according to the AI. All jokes aside, can't believe that. But, nah, man, it's going to be exciting. Let me hear your guys' prediction in the chat. How many wins do you have the Jets winning? How many wins do you have the Jets getting this season? Because I have no idea. I got no idea, man. You got no idea. The worst thing would be if Fields played great this year and next year, and in 2027 you have to pay him $65 to $70 million for Fields and have to trade Wilson or Sauce. You don't have to trade Wilson or Sauce. First of all, I will be the last person complaining if Justin Fields signed a $65, $70 million a year contract, because that means the man is a dog. That means the man is a monster. Bro, if Justin Fields plays great, like you said, your words, not mine. Justin Fields hypothetically plays great this year and great next year, warrants a massive contract extension. If you look at the structure of the deal, they can also easily restructure both Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner's contract to free up money. They're not going to have to trade them to fit that type of money on their books. Hey, this scenario I'm all down for, but we're not going to have to trade Wilson or Sauce to fit that in. $65 to $70 million, man. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, man. Down for it, though. So down for it. Folks, we got 20 likes. We could do better than that. Hit that like button, folks. Let's do it. WWEJ says ring season 11-6. Okay. Mets are winning the World Series, and the Jets are winning the Bowl. I wish so. I wish, man. Ceiling is 10 wins and floor is 5. Yeah, I mean, this is realistic. If everything clicks and everything all comes together and we get to defy expectations, 10 wins seems like it's the ceiling. The floor could be 5, man. I hope it's not, but you never know. And I hate to be that guy, but there's a lot of things that are out of your control, which is the injury concern. You got to hope that everybody stays healthy. More importantly, the main pieces of this team. Oh, man. At the end of the day, a clean 7-win season. Will that be clean, though? My prediction is that we will be as good as or better than last year. I don't see us being worse, but again, I'll believe it when I see it. And listen, folks, we're going into a season with everything being brand new, and I keep saying that, but it's just true, man. You just have no idea what this team is like with Aaron Glenn at the helm, with now 2 brand new players being extended long-term, and Sauce and Garrett Wilson. Like, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of things that we can really hang our hats on and be like, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Like, we have no idea, bro. We got no idea what's going to happen. And I'm excited for it all to come together. I really, really am. Genuinely. Genuinely am. I think people are underestimating this team, and we will have 9 wins. Okay. Yeah, we all hope that we're the surprise team of the 2025 season, like the Commanders and Broncos. Yeah, that's the hope. I mean, as a fan, but I'm also just really excited for football, man. I love football season. Who doesn't love football season, right? We all love watching our football team. But it's not even just the Jets. I'm excited for NFL to be back. I'm excited to have Jets media consistent as ever before. Roundtable Sports, watching football every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. I mean, come on. This is going to be a fun season, man. This is going to be a fun season, and we're going to be in it linked together. The 7th season of me covering this football team. Wow. That's wild to comprehend. Very wild for me to comprehend that. Running game will be 100% better, at least 8 wins. And I cannot agree with this more. I made a whole video on this a few weeks back saying the key to the New York Jets' success, and it was going to be the running game. If the Jets' running attack is what we're hoping it is going to become, with the offensive line on paper the way it looks, with Justin Fields at quarterback, running an RPO type of offense, like the run game needs to be the priority of this offense, and it starts there. If the running game can live up to the expectation that we're all putting it at, I really believe this team could be that surprise unit. Because without the run game, if the run game struggles, if the offensive line's not protecting, not opening up holes, if Breece Hall's not seeing the field, if Braylon Allen struggles, like if the run game is not flowing, like if it's 1st and 10 and we try to do a handoff and we lose a yard, 2nd and 11, they commit to the run, they run it again, it's 2-yard gain, it's 3rd and 9, that's not going to work. We need to impose our will, run the football, have good blocking, pick up 6 yards, a 2nd and 4. Have a nice design RPO. Justin Fields keeps it, picks up the first down. Like, they need to run the football. Because when you establish that run game, that's when the play action game opens up. That's where Justin Fields is going to be able to hopefully fulfill his destiny of being a quarterback in this league. A really good one. Because if you're going to ask Justin Fields to be the running back and be the quarterback and be everything, it's going to fail. There needs to be an element of team around him. And I'm telling you, man, there has to be an established run game. And I believe that there will be. Everything's new from the scheme. The offensive line should be clicking. Now, I'm not expecting the Jets to be the best offense in the league at all. That's furthest from my expectations. But the offensive line on paper, connected with the running ability of Justin Fields, like the RPO, folks, we're going to run some RPOs. Woo, we don't even know what RPOs are as a Jets fan base. I mean, we know what RPOs are because we watch football, right? But we don't know what it is as a Jets fan. I made this tweet this morning. It's RPO season, baby. It's RPO season. We went over this a few days ago on the channel where Justin Fields posted something on Instagram. Breece Hall commented, "Can you stop taking pics and hand the ball off, please?" Justin Fields responds, "You know I'm pulling it every time." I mean, it's obviously jokes that they're going back and forth with, Breece and Justin Fields, but it's going to be a lot of fun watching these RPOs because Justin Fields got to click. He's got to decide, are we going to run? Are we going to pass? Am I going to keep it? Am I going to hand it off to Breece? And if you can absolutely master the RPO in today's NFL, your offense is going to thrive because you're keeping the defense on their heels. You are making the defensive teams that we're going up against strain because those teams are like, all right, we got to defend the run, but then they pass it. All right, let's defend the pass, and they run it. All right, let's defend both, and then they can't stop it. So, woo! Run-pass options are going to be fun this year. And us as a Jets fan base, we've never seen that. Read options as well, where it's just going to be in the shotgun. They can get really creative. I mean, you talk about you can have Breece Hall on your right hip, Braylon Allen on your left hip, you snap the ball. Maybe you keep it, you don't hand it off to Breece, but then you got Braylon Allen running behind you, and then you can either toss it to Braylon or keep it. Like, you can do a triple option. I'm like, man, the creativity is going to be off the charts. The one thing about this offense, folks, that I'm excited about, that I think people are just like forgetting about, and I want to remind everybody. There's going to be a lot of wrinkles to this offense of creativity that we have not seen before. And the only reason why I say that is because of the Tanner Engstrand being in our offense. Like, this is going to be fun. We're going to see some creative play calls. I mean, the Detroit Lions are known as the most creative playbook there ever was. I mean, you talk about triple reverses. The guy like Jared Goff pretends to get sacked. I mean, it's ridiculous. We're seeing wide receivers throw passes. I mean, there's so much creativity. And the Jets are going to implement that in Tanner Engstrand's way. They're going to utilize Garrett Wilson all over the field, slot, outside, in motion. We're going to use Justin Fields not only as a quarterback, but as a runner of the football. The Jets are going to use Breece Hall. I'm assuming all these things. They better do this. Because I still believe that this team, offensively talking here, has everything they need on paper to be a successful offense. I genuinely believe that because as of right now, we're not perfect. We're not a complete roster. There's still holes. There's still weaknesses. But I still think when healthy, this Jets team is good enough to succeed, to score enough points to win football games. If the run game works, man. Without the run game, all my confidence goes out the window. If the Jets cannot establish a consistent running attack, running down the opposition's throats, that's where I'm going to get concerned because Justin Fields has proven to struggle of throwing the football. And the only way you can support Justin Fields' ability to unlock his potential of throwing the football is if they run the football first. Because I'm telling you right now, if the run game's not working and you have to ask Justin Fields to drop back and pass 30 or 40 or 50 times a game, we will lose. That's just the reality of the situation, right? So I'm curious. Very curious to see what this offense looks like, man. How do we get Fields to process the field better? Is that with better coaching? Matt, it's with the run game, man, and I keep stressing it. Because the running game will simplify the game for Justin Fields. And coaching, of course. Because if you can run the football so well, the play-action game is going to open up the field. Because when the defense is expecting run and they know, like, if they do not try to stop this run, they're going to get beat. And then you do a nice play action. Mason Taylor's wide open. They need to get Justin Fields in rhythm early. Quick throws, quick reads. Don't force him to go through like 4 progressions. That's not his strength. Give him a number 1, number 2. Okay, it's not there. I'll run. Like, that's how we get Justin Fields' mind to process things a little bit more. And I'm hopeful that it's going to happen. I really am. Yeah, the GoPro on Justin Fields' helmet is a very interesting element of the process of the Jets trying to develop Justin Fields. Right? You see the GoPro on his helmet? They're going into the film room after practice, and they're evaluating Justin Fields' eyes. Like, they're looking like, all right, Fields, you look there, but what about, like, they're going to dissect his vision, which is really cool technology. Shout out to the Jets for implementing this. And, man, like, Justin Fields is young. He's got everything you need, but I'm just not trying my best here to stay grounded. I don't want to be in space and expect Fields to be the guy because he's got to prove it first, man. And you also got to give him multiple games, not just one. If he goes out there week 1 and balls, it does not mean he's a franchise quarterback. If he goes out there week 1 and struggles, it does not mean he's a bust. I'm going to give Fields the benefit of the doubt, give him this full season. All right? And you should too. You should too. DD in the chat. What's up, my bro? Appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in. Also, side note, Arian Smith will be our second best receiver. 650-yard season. Matt, I'm down. I don't know if I agree that's going to happen, but I am down. I think that Arian Smith, what his role is going to be on this team is, we need a deep shot. Let's take a chance. A nice play action. Arian Smith, double move, go route. Justin Fields, can you put on the money or not? And then the last step, catch the football. The guy's got blazing speed. Get him the ball in space. But I don't know about being the second best receiver. He could become that, but I don't know yet. I'm going to tame my expectations with that, right? We'll see. It's happening, Richie. Watch and learn. All right. All right. Just give Zero the ball and watch the magic happen. Yeah, if there was one player on this offense that not a lot of people are really talking about, I mean, J-Boy's talking about him right here, obviously. Mr. Braylon Allen, I think, is going to be a monster this year. I'm excited for him. Like, he's a weapon, bro. He's a bowling ball. I'm excited, bro. That guy's young. He's got the speed. He's got the power. He's got the balance. I hope they give him the rock in short yard and distance. 3rd and inches, give it to Braylon Allen. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line, give it to Braylon Allen, bro. Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. Give it to my boy. Give it to Braylon. Come on. And don't sleep on Isaiah Davis. Guys, we got 32 like buttons smashed. We could do better than that, folks. Let's go. Woo! I'm fired up. I may or may not be off a lot of coffee right now, so my energy's through the roof. But I got to ask you guys a question. Who is ready for Jets Media live watch parties? Because I miss being live during games. I'll be honest with you guys. I miss reacting. I mean, there is a part of me that I'm a little traumatized because I ranted a little too much for my liking last year. Just a little bit too much. Okay. I don't want to rant, although I don't want to rant. But I really do cherish being live during games with you guys. Experiencing what happens as a unit, as a group, whether it's bad play, good play, it doesn't matter. But I'm really excited. And we're going to be live for all 3 preseason games, by the way. So mark your calendars. First game is, what is it, August? It's a Friday night, I think, the first game for the Jets. So we'll see. We'll see. Do you know how much guaranteed money Turner got from the Bears after signing? I don't. I'm not sure. I do expect the Mason Taylor contract to be signed, though, by next week. Like, training camp starts, I think the Jets could be like, all right, Mason, let's sit down. Let's get this. The one thing I'm learning about this regime is they don't want distractions. They don't want external situations. Because if they did not sign Garrett Wilson or Sauce, it would still be a lingering thing. They knew that. They're not dumb. They also knew if they signed one player, not the other, it would be a distraction. They don't want distractions. They want to go out there, just focus on football. And I'm excited about it, man. And Mason Taylor's got to get his bag. Give him a fully guaranteed contract. I don't care. I trust the guy. Matt says, do you think TD realizes that the Dolphins are going to be terrible? Seems like he thinks they're going to be elite. He thinks he's going to be elite every single year. Deep down, TD knows what this Miami Dolphins team is going to do this year, but he'll never admit it on the roundtable. He'll admit it on his channel, but not with us. Dude, your post games made me so sad, bro. Since you are the positive Jets fan and there was just nothing to be positive about, we deserve a winning season. Bro, I can't tell you that how many times I got recognized in public and people know me as the rant Jets fan. I rant. I don't want to be known as the guy who rants. That's not who I am. But there was absolutely nothing to be positive about last year, which resulted in the rants. And hey, man, the rants went viral. I wasn't my intention. I didn't want it to be, but that was the case. I want to be. I'll tell you this. I'd rather make a post-game video of me being happy and only getting 2,000 views than posting a video of me ranting and getting 50,000 views. Because that was a difference of views. The rants, people watch those. And the reason why it hit the algorithm on YouTube, it was because it wasn't Jets fans watching the rants. It was other NFL fan bases laughing at me like, oh, I want to watch this Jets fan lose his mind. But other fan bases are not going to watch me be happy. They'll watch me be sad, though. Misery sells, unfortunately. And I've built a YouTube channel with 27,000 plus subscribers off of misery. We have done nothing positive outside of making off-season signings and making off-season trades and buying into hype. That's the only thing we've done that garners any type of positivity. So let's hope that we can actually start winning football games. I'm sick of this. Man. Richie, you got a triple espresso in that cup. This is a nice cup of coffee I brewed from Costa Rica. I went to Costa Rica in April, and I bought a nice bag of coffee beans, and I still have some left. So this is a freshly brewed. I'm a big coffee guy. I may have a coffee podcast alone. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But I do love coffee, right? Man, I don't want to rant this year. Let's go. I don't want to rant this year, folks. I want to talk about a winning season. Just want to remind you guys that Garrett Wilson is a stud. If you guys forgot, he is locked up long term. Garrett Wilson is going to go nuclear this year. I'm also seeing a lot of disrespect to our guys, Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. We got a signed Sauce Gardner framed jersey behind me. We got a framed. This isn't framed. I should get this framed, actually. It's too fresh. I mean, Garrett Wilson's. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? That is like unreal. I am really excited to see Garrett Wilson and Sauce this year because there's a lot of disrespect going their way, in my opinion. And I just really want them to go out there and just ball. I really, really do. AG's Burner says Muji hasn't made a bad move yet. Interesting. We don't know if he made a bad move yet. We haven't seen anything. That's the thing, AG's Burner. We don't know if he's made a bad move yet. The one thing I can tell you that he has not made a move that's going to set this team back. He has not, committed long-term to anything that will be a detriment. I think committing to Sauce and Garrett Wilson long-term was massive. 100%. 100%. Zachary says, PS2 respect G5 on X. Yes. Let's talk about that, actually. Glad you brought that up, Zachary. So Patrick Surtain was on a podcast with Johnny Manziel, which, by the way, I had no idea Johnny Manziel has a podcast. But he was asked, Pat Surtain was basically asked, what receiver shocked you? I'll just play the clip. Just listen. All right. I don't got to tell you what it said. Just listen.
I feel like, throughout your career has been a guy that maybe has caught you off guard a little bit, or a guy you walked away at the end of the week being like, damn, that was a lot tougher matchup than I thought.
Not saying he's underrated, but I feel like, his name could be talked about more a little bit. I say Garrett Wilson. I think he's a hottest receiver for sure. Play any position, crazy athletic, could catch anything, very elusive. So I'll say him.
Respect. Could have said any other receiver, but he says Mr. G-Dub, man. And he went against Garrett Wilson every single year since Garrett entered the league. The Jets versus the Broncos every year, and we're doing it again this season because I think we finished the same spot in our divisions for 4 years in a row. That's how scheduling works. That's why we keep versing the Broncos. We're versing Denver this year in London. We verse the Broncos every year because we verse whatever team finishes at the same spot as us. So we finished in third place 2 years in a row. So have the Broncos in their division. That's why we keep versing the Broncos. If you guys are not aware of how the scheduling works, which is why the Chiefs and the Bills verse every year because they're always finishing first place. If you didn't know that, you learn something new every year, right? We'll see. I'll be here to hear you rant about another losing season. Oh, yeah? Get off my lawn? How about you get off my show? I'm just kidding. You're always welcome here. Even the haters. Get off my lawn. Who's your team, bro? You're coming on here just to watch me be upset. Who's your favorite team? Please let me know. Let me know. Matt says coaching staff needs to help Wilson deal with double teams this year because they are def coming. Oh, yeah, they're coming. They got an idea for that. I hope. They better have a plan. You're 100% right. All right? Wilson is a B receiver right now, not proven. Fitzgerald had a bad quarterback and was always elite. What does Fitzgerald have to do with anything? Fitzgerald was an A receiver, just like Garrett Wilson is, bro. Come on. Garrett Wilson's not a B receiver. Where is this notion coming from? Does a B receiver make catches like this with all the bad quarterbacks he has? I mean, come on. That's not a B receiver. But hey, man, let him go out there and prove himself. I don't care. Don't have confidence that Fields can get Garrett Wilson, though. I guess seeing is believing. So whenever someone brings up this, I always remind them about one element. And that is, in 2023, we had Justin Fields on the Chicago Bears. And I just want to show you guys the stats that DJ Moore put up for the Chicago Bears with Justin Fields at quarterback. Because I'm sick of hearing that Justin Fields can't throw. I mean, if Justin Fields can't throw, how come DJ Moore put up these numbers with him at quarterback? I just answer that. And that doesn't guarantee that Fields is good. That's not my point at all. But for the people that are saying, okay, Garrett Wilson's going to have a down year because Justin Fields is at quarterback, DJ Moore put up 96 catches, 13 plus 100 yards, and 9 touchdowns. With Justin Fields throwing him the football, this is proof that Justin Fields likes his number one receivers. He likes to feed them, and he can put the ball up and make them go make plays, and that's what he's going to do with Garrett Wilson. So the people that say that Justin Fields is the quarterback, so Garrett Wilson's going to struggle, nah, bro. Go watch the highlight reel of DJ Moore and Justin Fields in 2023. As bad as the Chicago Bears were that season, Justin Fields put up over 1,000 yards rushing. And Chicago Bears fans were saying, like, man, we did not give Justin Fields his opportunity. So we'll see. I mean, I'm just telling you guys what Chicago Bears fans think. And obviously Bears fans are entitled to their own opinion. But if Garrett Wilson puts up a season like this, 96 catches, 1,364 yards, and 9 touchdowns, like, I would be satisfied with that stat line this season. I would. It's a great year. And Justin Fields was the man throwing more of the football all year that season. So we'll see. We'll see. That's my thoughts. Like, when people bring up Justin Fields can't throw, like, come on. Come on, man. And now we got Garrett Wilson, who is just ready to take over the league, bro. He was ranked as the 10th best wide receiver in football, according to league's sources of executives, coaches, and scouts. Now he's got to go out there and prove it. Sauce Gardner was just ranked the 5th best corner in the NFL, according to those same sources, which is interesting. So Sauce got to go out there and reprove himself as a top dog in the NFL at that position. What's your guys' thoughts of that? And I know we're so focused on Sauce and Garrett, but there's so much more to this roster besides them to be excited about. So much more to this roster, right? And now that training camp is right around the corner, we're going to see those guys come out. We're going to see those guys come out and establish themselves as figures on this football team. Folks, if you're just tuning in to the show for the first time, don't forget to hit the like button. Welcome on into Jets Media. My name is Richie Malora. We're live here talking about Mason Taylor, his update. Where is the contract? How come it's not been signed? Right? We talked about that already, but we can talk about it more in detail. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way into the show as well, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Appreciate all the love and support that you guys show here on Jets Media. The whole Mason Taylor situation, the latest update is basically that don't panic. I mean, I expect him to be signed next week before training camp starts. That's really all I can say. I don't think it's a time to have that worry creep into your mind. All right? Don't have that worry creep into your mind. He will be fine. Get Off My Lawn says, who's playing opposite of GW? Now, Get Off My Lawn, did you say who your team is? I got to scroll up in this chat. Did you tell me? Yeah, you still haven't told me. Get off my lawn. Who is your favorite team? Would you tell me? Maybe it is the Jets. Who knows? Who's playing opposite of Garrett Wilson? It's going to be Josh Reynolds, Alan Lazard, Arian Smith, Malachi Corley, Tyler Johnson, and those boys. I mean, who's going to be the best out of those group? I don't know. My bet would be Josh Reynolds, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope the Jets still show us clips from training camp. I know Glenn doesn't want anything from practice out, but we need it. Our by baseball teams suck. Whose baseball teams suck? The Mets don't. I love my Mets. Come on. And I also want to remind you guys know about Jets Media Day, but there is another event happening that I'm a part of that is nothing to do with the Jets, something to do with the Mets. If you are a New York Mets fan, I am part of an event that's happening. It's my buddy Tyler, who is the #1 Mets YouTuber on the internet. If you guys are a Mets fan and you're definitely familiar with Wardy, we are collaborating on an event for August 1st, Mets vs. Giants. Fireworks night. We are going to be seated in a really cool spot. It's like a left field lounge. We got some couches. It's like only exclusive for our group. We're gonna be on the field as a group as well. We get $18 towards a drink of your choice. Fireworks night. If you guys want to come through to this event, I'll put the link in the chat right now. Tickets are limited, and I know everybody listening are not Mets fans, but I'm sure we have some Mets fans in the chat, so I wanted to just let you guys know that I will be part of that event, which is going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. We got Cubs fans. Cubs? Come on. I didn't think drafted players had a choice on the contract. I guess I never knew they could hold out. Yeah, it's an interesting situation that's going on. I mean, first thing I got to say is this. We should be very thankful that the Jets are not in the situation the Bengals are in with Shamar Stewart. That is detrimental. That's scary. That's something to worry about. Because Shamar Stewart is potentially not going to be with the Bengals at all. That's bad. So the second round situation, don't hit the panic button, folks. We're going to be fine. We're going to be A-okay. All right? It's a negotiation over the contract. They want fully guaranteed money. It's all about guarantees, offset language, whatever the heck is in these contracts. I don't know. But it's definitely something that I would not be worried about if you're a fan of the New York Jets, which we all are, right? Which we all are. But outside of that, man, uh-oh. Yeah, so a lot of, I'm pretty sure, I'm sorry, I'm just checking out Ian Rappaport. Ian Rappaport's reporting that the Ravens are assigning their second-round pick, Mike Green, today. That's huge. I'm pretty sure there's other news, too. The Bears and second-round pick Shamar Turner have agreed on terms. So there's some movement happening. So I expect there to be a report about the Jets signing Mason Taylor. So we have the Bears signing their second-round pick. We have the Ravens signing their second-round pick as well. So don't you guys worry. Mason Taylor's next. Mason Taylor is next. Richie, what days are you going to camp? Any field access? We love the training camp videos. I will be there. What are the dates? What are the dates? Let me double check. Hold on. I'm looking for the dates of training camp that I will be going to. Here it is. I will be there July 25th and July 26th, back-to-back days, July 31st. And I'm trying to get to August 2nd, but I don't have any tickets yet. So if you guys have any tickets for that, let me know. I don't have any access that you guys, I don't have any more access that you guys don't have or whatever. I'm trying to get it, but we're trying my best. Trying to get it, man. So we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Now, I'm trying to look at the X account right now to see if there's anything breaking or anything to talk about, but there's really not. Are you going to all the practices this time? That is the goal. And, man, I got to be honest, man. I love making videos about training camp. I say it every year, but, there's nothing that I enjoy more than talking about what's going on in practice. It just feels, I don't know, I just love it, man. I love it. I'm a fan of it. You hear me? So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I'm live, every time I'm making videos. I'm trying to figure out the right structure and the right time of day to be live and the right time of day to upload videos throughout all this. We'll see. So this I don't have tickets for. If you guys have any tickets for that practice of August 2nd, I don't have any. So I would appreciate it. If you guys want me there, your boy's looking for tickets. So hit me up. I don't have any. Don't have any tickets for that day. Otherwise, I'm trying to get there, Zachary. I'm trying my best. All right? We'll see. We'll see. But a lot of the second-round picks are signing a deals, and I've been standing this entire show. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to sit right now. As you can see, we're going down. I'm going to start sitting. Oh, wow. Look at that. Just sitting. Just changed the whole difference. All right. We're seated now for the rest of this show. Shout out Mr. Met behind me over my shoulder. Oh, man. There's a lot of exciting things happening in the world of the NFL, and all that means is it's coming up, baby. I want to remind you guys that Fourth and Forever is about to be live in 45 minutes to an hour. So if you guys have been tuning into that show, it's been a lot of fun talking all things NFL with you guys, as we always do. Matt says, Garrett Wilson over under 1,200 yards. I'm taking the over. I think he's going to hit a career high because he's the only option, man, and Fields is going to feed him. Right? He's going to be fed the rock, as he should. As he should. Also, yesterday, Alfred Collins signed his deal, second-round pick. So, I do expect Mason Taylor to get it all figured out. All right? Braylon Allen. What about him? I'm excited for Braylon Allen. I think he has a chance to have a lot of touchdowns this year. I think he's going to be utilized in the red zone a lot. Man, we just got so many things. I feel like we don't talk about this defense enough. Can we talk about the defense? what is this defense going to be? What do we expect from this defense? It to be top 15, top 10, top 5, bottom of the NFL. What is it? Right? I think it starts with the defensive line, because if Quinnen Williams can have a all-pro type of season and Will McDonald takes another step off the edge and Jermaine Johnson can be a dog, then we're talking. But will that happen? The linebacker core I love with Jamian and Quincy out there. I mean, Michael Carter II coming back is going to be I don't know. I mean, this defense it's like, you got a defensive-minded coach. You got a defensive coordinator that you trust, but what is there to expect? Are we going to start getting turnovers as a defense finally, or are we not? It's very interesting, right? When you talk about the defense, it's like, are we going to get burned? Are we going to get torched? We're going to give up points, obviously, but are we going to learn? Who's going to be the breakout star? There's a lot of questions. And I think this training camp season that's about to kick off soon is going to answer a lot of those questions. And then preseason football, and then all that fun stuff begins, right? All that fun stuff. Did you see where you're having the A team for week 2 versus the Bills? Well, you know what, Zachary? I'm going to be live for that game. I'm the A team. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm not going to be live for the week 1, obviously, because I'll be at the game for Jets Media Day. But my first game I'll be calling live on YouTube will be week 2. So stay tuned for that. And by the way, if you guys want to come through to Jets Media Day, the tickets are on sale now, folks. And they're selling out pretty fast. They're selling out pretty fast. Tickets are flying off the shelves right now. If you guys want to come to Jets Media Day, now's your time to get your tickets, because a lot of people are buying them ever since the Jets extended both Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, which I find pretty funny. They're like, all right, the Jets are operating as a functional organization. Now I want to go. Now I want to go to see them play football, right? I think that's pretty hilarious. It's like, until the Jets, I'm holding out. I'm not buying no tickets until I see that there's a sense of competence within this organization. So if you guys want to come through to Jets Media Day, it's the ultimate Jets game day experience, folks. It's going to be a heck of a time. You guys are going to get a really, really fun opportunity to get onto the field after the game is over. We're going to be seated in the prime mezzanine section of the stadium, access to the MetLife Stadium turf, of course, after the game is wrapped up. It's going to be a really fun time. You guys have any questions about the details of the tickets, you guys just let me know, man. You guys just let me know. All right? Richie, what's it like hosting an event like Jets Media Day, man? Are you stressed or more joyful during the event? It's a good question. It's stressful, but it's a healthy stress, right? I think that's the best way to put it. It's stressful because you have so many people depending on you to throw an event that is worth their money. That's number one, because I want to make sure that when you come away from this event, you're like, that was awesome. And I got to be live before the game. There's a lot of stuff on my plate, but it's healthy. It's a healthy stress mixed with joy. Richie, you got to do a second event. Jets Media Day is week 1. We need more. That's interesting. You guys want me to do another one? Because I can. I very easily can. We actually are thinking of this, so stay tuned. Roundtable Sports usually has an event every year at MetLife, and we're thinking of doing an event this year for Jets Dolphins at MetLife in December. That has not been official. We have not committed to it, but I'm just curious, would that be something of interest to you guys? A cold weather, me versus TD Finns talk, December football, Jets Dolphins, would that be something you guys would be down for? And I can also tell you this, tickets would be a lot cheaper than what it is for week 1, because the prices are a lot different. So it'll be a more affordable event, because week 1 is obviously a prime game that the Jets are going to charge a decent amount of money. The prices went up from the Jets when Rodgers signed with the Steelers and all that stuff. My prices never changed. But yeah, that's the one game we're thinking of doing, Keith. That's the one game we're thinking of doing as well. Jets Ravens. Isn't that game in Baltimore? Isn't that game in Baltimore? Or am I wrong? Last year's Jets Media Day against the Broncos was great. The weather sucked. But the time that I appreciate that, man. Last year was just frustrating because of there's so many things with these events that are out of your control, like the weather. The weather is totally out of my control. And the Jets winning or losing is out of my control. If it was sunny that day and the Jets won, that would have been like the best experience ever. And the funny thing is, the first event that we've ever thrown for Jets Media Day was that. It was sunny, and the Jets blew out the Dolphins. 2022, Jets-Dolphins. That was the game where the Jets won 40-17, if you remember. That was the first time I ever did this event. Oh, my God. It was like the best day ever. You're like coming out of that game. The Jets were 3-2, just beat the Dolphins. We blew them out. We felt like we were on top of the world. Perfectly sunny day. Oh, my God. And that's what set the tone for the next few seasons of me throwing these events. The next year was Jets-Patriots. That was the second home game. Another rainy, gross game. And then another year of a rainy, gross game. Sad. But this year, it is definitely going to be a sunny game plus a win. That's most important. If you guys want to see what Jets Media Day is about, I actually just finished creating this little 1 minute long promo video. So if you want to get an idea of what Jets Media Day is like, take a watch of this video right here. It's just a minute long. Jets fans, get ready for the ultimate game day experience at Jets Media Day 2025. Tickets are on sale now for week number 1, Jets vs. Steelers. Your ticket comes with an all-inclusive tailgate hosted by Gotham City crew. Enjoy delicious food, drinks, and a live DJ to pump up the energy. I will, of course, be live from the tailgate right before kickoff. We will all be seated together in the prime mezzanine section of MetLife Stadium, and we will all be getting on the field for exclusive access to MetLife Stadium's turf after the game is wrapped up. Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields, week 1 of the NFL season. This is going to be an absolutely unforgettable experience if you're looking to come out to a New York Jets game. Tickets are on sale now. Email me at jetsmediaevents@gmail.com for more information on tickets. And let's go Jets. Jets, 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 Jets. So that's what you can expect the event to look like. That was a compilation of the last 2 years, all in that video, 2023, 2024. Shout out to my boy Carl, who's the producer of the Jets Media Day events. And it's exciting, man. We're trying to level things up. And that's where, like, I'm trying to scale these events into, like, more of beyond the Jets, which is why I collaborated with a really good friend of mine, Tyler, to throw his first ever event at a Mets game. Because I went up to Tyler. I'm like, Tyler, you're the #1 Mets YouTuber. You need to have an event to connect with Mets fans. So I literally helped him create this entire event for him. So if you are a Mets fan, you want to come through, this is in a few weeks. So just to give you an idea, I'm trying to scale this event thing into more creators like my friend Wardy and beyond. And, of course, Roundtable Sports. We're doing a Buffalo event this year in Buffalo for the Dolphins versus Bills game. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. Not a Jets fan, but the Jets Media Day teaser video looks fire. Thank you. Appreciate that. Put a lot of work into it. Actually. So appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Well, folks, we got 4th and Forever. That's going to be live in half hour or so. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys go check out the AFC East Roundtable. Last night we ranked the defenses within the division, and things got heated as they usually do. So go support us over there. Cannot thank you guys enough for all the support and the constant love and support on this YouTube channel. And from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you guys enough for everything that you've shown me. This is the 7th year of me covering the New York Jets, and I take that with pride, man. I mean, it's just crazy how things evolve to where it is today. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Peace and love as always. My name is Richie, and I will see you next time here on Jets Media. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like button on your way out if you do not already. And I'll see you guys on 4th and Forever, which starts very soon. Peace out, folks.